You thought Apple's MacBook Pro couldn't possibly get any faster? Think again, because the upcoming M5 MacBook Pro is shaping up to be Apple's most powerful, most advanced, and most futuristic laptop ever built. And the leaks we're seeing right now are absolutely wild. From a completely redesigned chip that breaks every performance record to a new AI-powered macOS experience that feels straight out of science fiction, Apple might have just changed the game again. So before you think it's just another yearly upgrade, stay with me till the end, because what Apple is hiding inside this new M5 MacBook Pro will genuinely blow your mind. According to multiple insider reports, Apple is set to unveil the M5 lineup with a next-generation 3nm chip architecture that's not only faster, but drastically more energy efficient. This means we're looking at up to 40% more performance, and nearly double the battery life compared to the M3 series. Think about that. A laptop that could deliver desktop-level power, run complex AI models, render 8K videos, and still last the entire day on a single charge. And it's not just raw power. The new M5 chip is rumored to include Apple's most advanced neural engine ever, capable of handling real-time AI processing directly on the device, meaning your MacBook will now think, adapt, and respond faster than ever before. Imagine editing photos or videos, and the system automatically enhances colors, lighting, and even composition using generative AI. Imagine coding, writing, or designing, and your MacBook proactively suggests smarter, faster solutions based on your workflow.
That's the future Apple is building with the M5 MacBook Pro, a computer that doesn't just respond to commands, it anticipates them. And the design? At first glance, it might look familiar, but look closer, and you'll notice Apple's subtle evolution in every curve and corner.
Rumor has it, Apple's going for a more refined, ultra-slim chassis made of next-gen recycled aluminum with a matte nano texture finish that resists fingerprints and glare. The display is also getting a massive leap, a 120Hz mini LED XDR panel with even deeper contrast, higher brightness levels, and possibly thinner bezels. Some insiders even claim that Apple is experimenting with a new ProMotion HDR Plus mode that dynamically adjusts brightness and color tone per frame for unmatched realism. Basically, this screen will make even a simple YouTube video look like a cinematic masterpiece. Now let's talk ports, because Apple seems to have finally listened. The M5 MacBook Pro might bring upgraded Thunderbolt 5 ports with higher data bandwidth, support for dual 8K external monitors, and faster SSD options that make file transfers nearly instant. And get this, there's talk about a new MagSafe 4 connector that's smaller, more secure, and supports reverse charging, meaning you could use your MacBook to charge your iPhone, AirPods, or even an iPad on the go. That's something no other laptop in the world is offering right now. But here's where things get really interesting. Apple's integration of Apple Intelligence, their new on-device AI ecosystem. Leaks suggest that the M5 MacBook Pro will be the first laptop to fully unlock Apple Intelligence features without cloud processing, giving you complete privacy while using advanced AI. This means features like natural voice editing in Final Cut, generative document summaries in Pages, smart email organization in Mail, and even voice-driven automation in macOS will all happen instantly, right on your Mac. No lag, no internet dependency. Total privacy. And because of the M5's neural core upgrades, this experience will feel incredibly fast and human-like. Think of it as Siri, but actually useful this time. You could literally say, "Hey Mac, prepare my design report with today's data," and it will do it for you. Instantly, neatly, and perfectly formatted. Now, about performance. Early prototype tests reportedly show that the M5 Pro chip could outperform even Intel's best i9 desktop CPUs in single-core benchmarks while using half the power. The GPU, completely re-engineered with next-gen ray tracing support, delivering console-level graphics. Apple's also working on a dedicated AI render boost for creative apps, meaning tools like Blender, DaVinci Resolve, and Unreal Engine will render scenes up to 3x faster without draining your battery. And gamers, yes, Apple's actually getting serious this time. The M5 MacBook Pro is rumored to support Apple's Metal 4 engine with cross-platform optimization for major AAA games, bringing console-like experiences to macOS for the first time. Combine that with the mini LED display and 120Hz refresh rate. You're not just editing or browsing, you're gaming in 4K HDR fluid motion on a machine that fits in your backpack. But wait, that's not all. Apple is reportedly working on a new silent cooling system, an internal redesign that keeps the MacBook cool even under maximum load without those loud fan noises. Early testers claim it's so quiet you'll barely hear a thing, even during 8K video export. And speaking of video, creators are in for a treat. The M5 MacBook Pro might finally introduce 8K ProRes editing natively, meaning no proxies, no lag, pure raw editing power. Combine that with macOS 15's rumored Creator Studio mode, and you've got an editing setup that rivals full workstations. And yes, the battery life. This could be Apple's biggest bragging point yet. With the new 3nm architecture and adaptive energy management, the M5 MacBook Pro could push up to 25 hours of real-world battery life. That's literally 2 full workdays on a single charge. Imagine flying across continents, editing, streaming, multitasking, and still landing with 20% battery left. Let's not forget sound. Leaks suggest upgraded spatial audio speakers with dual subwoofers, tuned for deeper bass and cinematic clarity. Even the microphones are getting a major upgrade with studio-grade quality, perfect for creators and podcasters. Now, here's the wild part. Some insiders are whispering about a Face ID sensor hidden within the notch, along with ultra-secure biometrics for Apple Pay and passwordless logins. If true, this would mark the first time a MacBook uses Face ID instead of Touch ID, giving you instant unlocks with advanced 3D depth sensing. That's the kind of upgrade users have been asking for since 2020. So what about price and release? Date? The latest supply chain leaks suggest the M5 MacBook Pro could launch in March 2025, right after the spring event, alongside updates to the M5 MacBook Air. The base model might start at $119,999 for the 14-inch and go up to $2,499 for the 16-inch Pro variant. But considering the hardware jump, it could actually be worth every penny. Especially when you factor in the longer lifespan, better efficiency, and on-device AI integration that future-proofs it for years. And if Apple continues its pattern, we could also see a new color option, possibly a titanium gray or midnight silver, giving it a sleek, futuristic look to match the power it holds. But the biggest question is, will it be enough to convince users to upgrade? Apple seems to be positioning the M5 MacBook Pro not just as a laptop, but as the center of your personal AI universe. With Apple Intelligence, your iPhone, iPad, and Mac will all share a connected intelligence layer that adapts to your habits. For example, start editing a photo on your iPhone, and your MacBook will automatically load the same project with AI color corrections ready. Or imagine writing a note on your iPad, and your Mac instantly formats it into a polished report with AI-generated insights. That's not science fiction. That's Apple's real plan for 2025. And it's this kind of seamless, integrated experience that could make the M5 MacBook Pro the most desirable laptop on the planet. So, is this Apple's boldest move yet? Or are we just falling for the hype again? If even half of these leaks are true, the M5 MacBook Pro isn't just another upgrade, it's a leap into the next era of computing. A laptop that thinks, for you, adapts to you, and pushes the limits of what's possible in a portable machine. One thing's for sure, Apple isn't playing safe anymore. They're rewriting the rules, and the M5 MacBook Pro might just be the proof that the future of laptops has finally arrived. So, what do you think? Is Apple going too far with AI integration, or is this exactly the innovation we've been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you're excited for Apple's next big leap, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next Apple leak might make this one look small. The future of computing is closer than you think, and it starts with the M5 MacBook Pro.